Talking Again podcast. The whole pop-ups, man. It seems like it's not just a pop-up anymore. Now it's called a takeover.
One day, I visited the 818 pop-up shop event that was happening in Van Nuys. And yeah, obviously people, she didn't know who I was.
Mhm.
My girl Marie at 818 pop-up shop. And, and I was like, all right, cool. She don't know who I am. Cool, whatever.
You don't know who I am?
No. But it was kind of like like obviously I'm all about building relationships. I think that same day I messaged her and I was like, hey, so how do you do pop-ups? She didn't even ask me. She just put it out there. She's like, 818 pop-up shop, Hood Foodie Takeover.
Just like that.
And it blew up. That was the initiation. And dude, this was like 6 weeks ago, like 7 weeks ago that we met, right?
Yeah.
So we she was the one that helped me bring LA to the Valley. So we were able to put on July the 10th the first and the biggest foodie event that the San Fernando Valley had ever experienced. First time location at that place.
Yeah.
I think we did pretty good.
That's not bad. That's
so
good.
with that happening, so now me and Maria are actually touring. Yeah, so trip out on this.
All right.
Right now, once we posted our events, which I think so, yeah, September 4th we're bringing the Van Nuys, and then September 18th it's Oxnard. We're doing Oxnard. November 6th we're doing Compton, and we're looking locations in Palmdale, Downey, Japan, and Papas and Beer in Rosarito.
Híjole, you said Japan?
Yeah.
Damn, this guy.
Hey, we're dreaming big, guy.
That's right. I like it. Yeah.
We're dreaming big. Hey, dream big. No limitations.
Yeah.
I gotta practice what I preach, right?
Nice.
Yeah. Hosted by Fidel. Tell it like it is. Only tell it real. Live every Tuesday. You know the deal. We talking again. You now tuned in to the tap in.
Basically, I've been putting my little Hood Foodie on, and I think that's kind of like caught on to certain brands, because the other day Carl's Jr. invited us. Well, they just not invited me, but they invited the whole family to their 80th birthday.
For the hot dog that had that hot dog cart?
Well, yeah. So the story with them was that Carl's Jr. I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
That Carl's Jr. started as a hot dog cart.
Yeah.
And tamales.
No way, tamales too?
Yeah.
Hot dog and then tamales and then the burgers?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's just crazy. I didn't know that. I should introduce my guest. You guys, actually, he doesn't even need an introduction. You guys, it's the Hood Foodie. I mean, come on. Alexander Orozco, welcome to the show, man. Welcome back to the show, I should say.
No, yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been some time. Well, no, in that 1 minute that you talk about, man, you've done so much already.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty intense. Like I said, I never kind of planned this. It's it's a monster that's just being created on its own. And I know you mentioned that it took a while, and yeah, like it's not. The whole story of like overnight success. It's not. Success doesn't come overnight.
Right.
But in my case, I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah.
So I never, since the day I was labeled a Hood Foodie, like this became my passion. Like I never saw it as work. Like people, keep saying like, damn man, you hustle. For me, it's like, yes, I do put myself out there, but I don't feel it.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that this did for me is that it's been medicating me. Now I don't have to take medication.
Yeah.
Like now this is medicating me. Like I understand now.
Instead of like the anxiety meds that you're taking, or what?
Instead of the depression, on our first interview, I did mention that the first time that I took medication, it was because I was diagnosed with bipolar depression.
Yeah.
So it would have to be the bipolar depression medication, and yeah, I'm glad to know that like now it's like cured me.
Yeah.
Like it's been curing me, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna keep curing me too. As long as I go.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, like, yeah, you're right. Like, I've been the hood foodie for like the past 5, 6 years.
Mhm.
I've been me. I've been doing me the same as today. It just we're at a different level
Yeah, a big,
now.
big different level. That's what I was gonna say. Like, how is it? Because I've seen it happen in just like the podcast game. That's just because I call it the podcast game because I've been doing it for maybe almost 3 years now, and there's a little bit of a game that's in there. There's like a niche of people that do it, and I've seen some people just kind of grow, and they get really high here really fast, and then they just kind of plateau or they just slam right back down. Because they can't. Is it because they can't handle the pressure? You think? I don't know. Like it seems like you're managing it pretty damn well right now. You know?
But see, the thing is, like, there's I don't have no pressure at all.
Yeah.
No pressure. Yes, like, I'm human.
Right.
I do go through my depression. Sometimes I get my episodes. The other day, I had a little, depression episode, and it was the fact that I was not monetizing. Like, I've done this, for the past 5, 6 years. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Like, I just been doing. Like I said, it's been replacing my medication. But now, it obviously gets to the point where it's like, like, if I know that I can't hold a job, why can't I, do the thing that I love and make a living out of it?
Yeah.
Just like everybody else. So, so yeah, I was having this depression thing, and I was like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm not going to do this no more. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, nobody's got my back, blah, blah, blah. And, it just happens. I'm very in tune with the universe. And,
Yeah.
like, somebody that same day, I would say like a couple hours later, Miss Chimi posted an actual post on their page about me.
Yeah.
I had never visited them at that point. Like, I never visited them at that point. But it was like an appreciation post, like, yeah, this dude's badass, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And then I noticed that there was a second slide, and then I swiped left, and it was me. Basically, I think it was like one of my COVID battles where, I was able to survive it. And I was like, yeah, we're back and we're stronger than ever.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And I kind of took it where it was like, don't forget why you're doing this.
Yeah.
And, bro, after that, you saw at what level we're at now.
Oh, dude.
I mean, people started hitting me up for, because when it comes to video promos, I do charge. I charge very minimal, just for, everybody to kind of be happy, because I do understand that I'm still dealing with the community, and I still give to the community. I take images, and like post them up on my main page, and some of these people, the other day I posted a picture of a stuffed cheese sope, and they got over like 100 followers just on a picture, bro.
Yeah.
So but it just it's just, for me, it's yeah, I mean, it's just such a blessing, man. It's yeah.
Well, just today we're here at that, the taco joint right here in the Covina, and I know it's kind of like now it's like grab your food, take a picture. You know what I mean? And maybe not all the time, but that's what it was today. Like, grab your food. We went there. Hey, how do you eat your tacos? En la calle, ahí arriba del carro. Like, that's how you eat your taco, right? Fresh. And you did that. You took the picture. Shout out to was it Tacos what is it? El Amigo. Tacos El Amigo.
Tacos El Amigo.
Tacos El Amigo. Check it out. But good food. And again, it's like clockwork. Take the picture, post it. I'm like, hey, bro, your food's gonna get cold.
Well, because I mean, it doesn't take much, man. Sometimes it doesn't take much to just promote somebody. It just, I mean, and I, like I said, it's like with me, it's I've always just done what feels right.
Mhm.
Like, everybody's like, oh yeah, you're so real, you're so relatable. Like I said, I've never tried, because I was never like this. I never expected to be the hood foodie.
Yeah.
Like, and till this day, you get 100% me.
The real, yeah.
Like, this is me. Like, the way that you see me in this interview, the way that you see me on Instagram or whatever, social media platform I am at, this is me. This is my 100% raw. Like,
Yeah. You're not trying to be something, a character or anything like that. It's just.
I mean, some people say, I do sometimes speak like a luchador, but I don't know.
Well, yeah. I think one day we're still gonna do a vignette, you and I, like a little promo, like a luchador's promo. So I still have hopes for that one day. But no, but you're real, 100% real. Every single time that I get to talk to you, it's always like if you're just having a conversation with anybody. And what makes it really easy, I think, what you're doing is that you're so passionate about it that it makes it easy, and you're not faking the funk. It's hard to sometimes. I mean, there's people that are really good at faking the funk. I'm not one of those, but it can be really easy just being yourself. It's amazing when you think about it, but it really is easy when you're just yourself, right?
Exactly. And I don't know. You know what? I think with that, because I reflect. My wife is a huge part of this, man. Like I gotta give her, most, if not all, the credit. She's my ride or die. She's been through some heavy stuff. But when we reflect and it's like, the other day I was having a conversation, and it's like, how blessed am I? The fact that, like, I don't even know how I got into the foodie game when I used to be such a picky eater. I don't know how to cook, but I'm running into like people like Gordon Ramsay, who follows me now. Andrew Zimmer, like, knows me, who I am. I've hung out with Aaron Sanchez, Chef Ludo. I've come out on a Gordon Ramsay show. To me at 20,000 followings, bro, and I'm sponsored by McDonald's, Panda Express, Vallarta. Right now we're trying to put together something with Carlos Jr. and Tapatillo, and pretty soon I hope Topo Chico. But then and it's like I reflect with it because I remember there was those days where we had like really bad days where we couldn't get out of the funk. And we would even ask Diosito, like, why us? Like, why us? We're good people. And and I think, but at the same time, I think that's why I'm so appreciative of the position that I hold, because yes, I there was a point where I didn't even expect anything out of myself. And now it's like, how many people depend on me? And not only for like food suggestions, but to be inspired or so it's a movement.
That's one of the pressures that I was talking about, is like when you just said right now, like how many people just depend on you, right? That you put for a post, for a live. You don't find any pressure in that. Like,
I mean,
like
sometimes, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, like you're gonna see everything. I mean, there's some people are gonna be pushy, this and that. But it gets to the point where it's like, you have to understand, like, like
your limits.
Like Superman couldn't be at all places at one time. So sometimes you gotta pick and choose your battles too. And I don't need, and it's the fact that, some people do get kind of a little bit aggressive, like, oh, you didn't post this for me, whatnot, but I can't stop. I can't stop. Too many people depend on me. And, one thing that's kind of worked for me is, obviously I've been in the game for a while. My circle's super small, and I always cut off all the outside noise. And I think that's one of the reasons of the success too, because once you just focus on the goal,
there's less distractions, right?
You're more concentrated on the goal.
It makes a lot of sense. You don't have a hard time saying no? Like, I know there's some people that are like, oh man, I was one of those, like, I always want to help out someone else for help, I'll do it. Is that how you feel sometimes, or are you okay? I mean, your time, so.
No, I mean, yeah, of course. Like I said, I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's like, I know my value. And I know who, that, like, and like I said, everything that I do, like every post that I post, like, I feel it. Like, I don't, like I said, so like, for me, it has to feel right. Like, if somebody's hitting me like with, something and I like, oh, I'm not feeling this, like, I just don't respond to it. Even though they might say like, oh, can you please share this, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's certain things like, I feel like everybody has, the people that do, let me say the superheroes out there that have a platform that are using it for a positive, in a positive way. Um, you know, there's certain things I do not post because I feel it's already being taken care of,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to make sure that I bring as much positivity as possible.
Yeah.
If but yeah, it's for me, it's just more. I gotta feel it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it doesn't relate to me, like if I can't, I just, and this journey's just been all about feel.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got something for you right now. There's things going around a lot where because you have a platform, and you have a huge platform, and do you get approached with something that has to do with religion or politics, then you gotta almost feel like you're forced to talk about it, but you're like, well, I don't really want to put in my 2 cents. It's too personal information. Anything has to do, sometimes they throw in racism, any of those topics. Do you have a hard time talking about that, or you just kind of stay away from all that?
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real with you, dog.
That's what the show's about, man. About real.
Me growing up, I knew that there was always something wrong with me.
Mm.
I didn't really do too well in school. I graduated with the C average, barely getting through my classes. I was never a book smart person. Like I can never. To this day, I feel like I might have dyslexia because I think out of my whole life, yeah, I've only been able to read one book, and so that I'm book smart, I'm not. So sometimes I feel like I don't have no place getting into those topics, even though I should know and I should have knowledge of, right? But I definitely stay away any of those political anything that that brings a conversation where there's gonna be 50-50. I just
opinion when they're opinion conversations. Those aren't really debate. I mean, it's gonna be a long debate.
Well, no, yeah, and at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, yeah, like if I do argue with somebody, and it's like my mentality is very open too, where it's like, okay, well, he has his opinion, I got my own opinion, I mean, and there's gonna be many people the same way, so it's like, why are you gonna stress over it?
Exactly.
That's only gonna stress you out.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just I mean, when you start loving yourself, you gotta start accepting who you are.
Yeah.
This is who I am. I don't fake it.
Yeah. Again, it's easier that way too.
Oh yeah, because when you try to go around shit, it keeps coming around and over and over, and it's like just nip it in the bud in the first place, and that's actually when the period of growth comes into play as well.
Yeah. I know that you've been throughout all this time, been doing it again 5-6 years. You've been doing this. It's you've been able to manage your time, very well, because otherwise I can't imagine you trying to do everything all at once. But with that, have you experienced anything new in the last year? Anything that what I'm thinking right now is I guys, if the Hood Foodie walks into let's just say a pop-up, right? Random, not one that you're participating at, but just a regular pop-up.
Oh, I got stories on pop-ups.
That's what I'm saying. You walk in there, you're a celebrity. It's like, hey, the Hood Foodie's here, but it's not just the Hood Foodie's here. Snicker back. It's like, let's take pictures of them. I mean, I'm talking groupies. How do you deal with the groupies? Male and female. I'm sure you got a lot of male dudes all over it too, right?
You know what? I mean, I love the energy. I love the embrace. And Double A will tell you, bro.
Yeah.
He's had the opportunity to do a full day of rolling with the Hood Foodie.
Oh yeah.
And ask him, bro, how much love there was to give. Bro.
Yeah.
It's unconditional. And that he just experienced one day.
Yeah.
That's just one day. But I mean, I love meeting the people that have made me. It's like That exactly. You know,
Yeah.
my hashtags mean so much to me. You know, like hashtag familia. You know, that's it's we're all this into. You know, we're all a part of this. You know, I love when I can bring people together and they network and things like that. So the dream big is kind of my thing of like never limit yourself. And I feel like I was put in a position where it's like I have so many limitations and so many so many things to conquer in my own struggles. But look where I'm at, and
Yeah.
it's only telling me it's like, you know, for me to I get now like the whole inspiration of like like, oh shit, like look, he was there, and now he's here. So if the Hood Foodie can do it,
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Because bro, like I'm telling you, I have so much living. Like I don't even understand how I got into this.
Yeah.
If I was already done at 36. Like I was like, I don't have a future.
Yeah. I remember that. You know what I'm thinking right now? As you see me smiling at you right now. It's like you're a superhero. No, seriously, think about this, right? Fill me in on this one. You're people are looking up to you. It's like you're a role model. Do you, do you feel that at all or no? Because it's true. Like when I see you go live and then you'll tell someone to come on, jump on live and then ask you some questions. There's some people that I'm sure that are like always, hey, I want to get on. Because there's a thing about the Hood Foodie. It's not just like you're talking to some random guy talking about mental health. No, you're a real dude and you're motivating people and inspiring people to do things. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel that like that at all, or is that too much pressure again?
And we were having this conversation earlier today, and it's like it's so crazy. I mean, sometimes I'll be at an event and I'll be taking pictures, and it's so funny because it's like there's like several people taking pictures of me, and I'm like, okay, like what's going on here?
Yeah.
So in that case, I feel like I'm very grounded. And I'm glad I'm grounded because, till this day, I will preach that, I will never, forget where I come from, who I am, who has made me. Um, Whereas I've seen the other side where, oh shit, like, like this person gets followed by somebody that has 1 million followers, or
Yeah.
it gets to their head
Yeah.
and we lost them.
Yeah.
It's like, so for me, it's very humbling. Like I still get, I ain't gonna lie, like I get shy when people approach me. Like
Yeah.
I think I don't know if it's considered denial, but yeah, it's that I have accepted it. I'm still like at a 50-50.
Like it's probably a little surreal.
It's still surreal to me.
Like,
It's still surreal.
Is this really happening?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can imagine that feeling is what overcomes you.
Because like I said, I was already done at 36.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, this is who I am. Like that's who I'm gonna be. And then boom,
Yeah.
Hood Foodie comes in, and it's like, oh shit, like,
Yeah.
like what the hell? Like, and shit. I was gonna talk about that topic as far as the superhero. Oh man,
They say not all heroes wear capes. Some wear aprons. I don't know what were you gonna talk about. Superheroes.
No, cause yeah, something was coming back. So something about a story, something with superhero. We'll touch that once. Ahorita que se me recuerde, we'll touch on that.
I'm sure it'll get back
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
You know, damn, I had a good thought too, and I forgot, man. It's a
Shit,
tequila.
let me smoke some of that shit. Then.
Yeah, no, yeah.
What you smoking?
I share. No, well, the whole pop-ups, man. It seems like it's not just a pop-up anymore. Now it's called the takeover. We kind of joked around a little bit about it on the tap room, how you were gonna take over the tap room, but it really is. I wasn't able to make it to the event that you had. I think it was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, July 10th.
July 10th. Okay, it was. I mean, how was that event? I was gonna ask you. I know we kind of talked about it. And I saw the videos and pictures. I'm like, how was that, man? The experience.
It was epic. I'm all about when things happen, it's not just me. There's a team involved, and the way that came it came up was one day, you know, I visited the 818 pop-up shop event
Yeah.
that was happening in Van Nuys. And yeah, you know, so, you know, obviously people, she didn't know who I was.
Mhm.
My girl Marie at 818 pop-up shop. And, you know, and I said, I was like, all right, cool. She don't know who I am. Cool, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't
but
know who I am?
no. But you know, it was kind of like, you know, like obviously, you know, I'm all about building relationships. So it was like one relationship that I kind of wanted to build, wanted to have, and like, you know, because pre-COVID, I was actually trying to get into the pop-up world.
Okay.
It's just, you know, I was just not feeling it. You know, the right people were not around me. And now that, you know, like, yeah, one day I went to her pop-up, and obviously people are like, oh, you don't know who the Hood Foodie. And I think that same day I messaged her and I was like, hey, so, you know, how do you do pop-ups? She didn't even ask me. She
Yeah.
just put it out there. She's like, 818 pop-up shop, Hood Foodie Takeover.
Just like that.
And it blew up. Like, people were like, we want it. I was like, hey, man, if the people want it,
Nice.
we got to give it to them.
Yeah.
So that was the initiation. And
That's
dude,
dope,
this
yeah.
was like 6 weeks ago,
Yeah.
like 7 weeks ago that we met, right?
Yeah.
So we you know, she was the one that helped me bring LA to the Valley. So we were able to put on July the 10th the first and the biggest foodie event that the San Fernando Valley had ever experienced. We had over 40 food vendors under one roof.
Damn.
Yeah, there was fried chicken, there was smash burgers, there was sushi, aguas frescas, you know, you name it, we had it all there. Was it a success, you asked me?
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of people to have a good day, and I want to say that most people sold out on first time location at that place.
Yeah.
I think we did pretty good.
That's not bad. That's
So
good.
with that happening, so now me and Maria are actually touring.
Oh shit.
So August 7th, we're gonna be in Modesto, California. We're gonna be doing a LA takeover out there, which it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be a guest judge at a food competition between 10 pop-up shops.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna.
Wait, are you still gonna be doing the keto, or how are you gonna just forget the keto on that one?
So there is certain times when I do get into like full-blown meals.
Okay.
And that's, for example, like somebody books me for a vlog,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna taste the food.
Okay.
Like I have to taste the food.
Right.
In that case, it is a competition. I was asked to be part of it, so I'm gonna have to get involved.
All right. Cool.
You know, but yeah, other than that, like before that day and after that day, we're gonna go get back into ketosis.
Ketosis. Órale, so then you're gonna be a judge for like a food contest.
Correct. And then on September 4th, you know, by popular demand, we're gonna bring it back to Van Nuys,
Yeah.
not the same location,
Okay.
because this time we're gonna be hosting 100 vendors,
Damn.
both merch and food vendors.
These already vendors confirmed, signed up, ready to
Well,
go.
no, right now we just posted. Right now we've been like putting out the message.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Sending out the bat signal.
yeah. So trip out on this.
All right.
Right now, once we posted our events, which I think so, yeah, September 4th we're bringing the Van Nuys, and then September 18th it's Oxnard. We're doing Oxnard. November 6th we're doing Compton, and we're looking locations in Palmdale, Downey, Japan, and Papas and Beer in Rosarito.
Híjole, you said Japan?
Yeah.
Damn, this guy.
Hey, we're dreaming big, guy.
That's right. I like it. Yeah.
We're dreaming big. Hey, dream big, no limitations.
Yeah.
I gotta practice what I preach, right?
Nice. You gonna go hang out with Wes Avila over there with his
Oh, is that what he
he's
said?
got that sushi tacos over there.
Oh, well, you know what? Actually,
I mean, Japan's pretty big, no? I mean,
my girl, wardrobe diva, and she also goes by Charlie Homie.
Yeah.
She has like a clothing line, and so she's done pop-ups out there because she says that there's a huge scene, like a lowrider, cholo.
There's a very big West Coast scene out there.
Yeah. So she has connections out there. So we're like, take us.
Yeah.
Take us.
Nice.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now, no, yeah. Also there's been
Worldwide.
some cities been thrown out. Chicago. Well, I'm gonna be visiting Chicago, Mexicali, August 14th.
Hometown.
I was asked to be a special guest judge for a barbecue competition that's gonna be happening at La Cuadra out there in my hood of
Yeah.
Mexicali. But yeah, it's like you said, man. It's just shit's happening. I'm just enjoying the ride, man.
Yeah.
Like,
That's cool, man. No.
yeah.
So have you hired a business manager, or is this all your?
No, I don't think I'm at that level yet. I
No?
don't think. Well, at least that's some of my peers what I've been told. But yeah, like I feel like I could kind of still handle it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like I'm also in the back, like in the back end, I am kind of putting together this
A bit
like
of-
a team, where it's like
Yeah.
everybody specializes in what they do, and they have a passion for it, and obviously they want to use the powers for good. So yeah, I am kind of putting together like a super team,
Yeah.
when it comes to that, and
the fam team.
yeah, for sure.
Equipo fam. That's cool. No, because you do, like you said, it's like there's a team, just like that pop up, the A18 pop up. It's a big crew. They have to run it right. It's I mean, shit, 100
Well,
vendors.
no, actually, it's just
it's just her?
It's
You-
been
you
her.
two?
It's me. So it's right now.
Damn.
Like she. Well, she does. She's been doing pop ups forever.
Yeah.
She's done what is it? The porn convention and all that. Like the
Oh,
convention
like
center.
the LA con. No,
Yeah, all the
the-
porn
the
con. There
porn
you go.
con,
There,
yeah.
yeah, she's done.
From what
that.
I hear, I don't know anything about it. Just for
Yeah. But no, yeah, she's done like high scale. I mean, she started with 5 pop ups at a house.
yeah.
And like I said, it was just like a match made in heaven, where it's like we met and we knew it. You deal with you're the face of the company.
Yeah.
I'll take care of all the logistics.
Nice.
And it's been even for me to think that even like we're dealing with like some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Then it's like, you know what? We need to give ourselves the credit, and we got to understand that now we're heavy hitters, and now we can choose and pick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now the ball's in our court.
Nice. How many times were you told heavy hitter and that you were a heavy hitter until you actually accepted it?
Oh, I don't think people would say heavy hitter.
Oh, come on. The Hood Foodie?
Nah.
Yeah. They say
Nah.
that. They do.
I think they might show it differently. I mean, like, either through their food or their affection. Like I'm a hugger, so like, they come in for the hugs
Yeah.
and like just I feel it. I feel it when I hug them or
It's a
like
lot of energy. that
yeah,
goes in your
yeah,
mouth.
just definitely yeah, man, I'm blessed, man.
Do you ever get any bad energy? I
course,
was
man.
talking a couple weeks ago about some beef going on, right? Like a viral beef, right? Like Instagrammers, podcasters,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
And I, hashtag fake beef or whatever. You get that bad energy sometimes, right?
Oh, bro, like I said, in every industry that you're in, man, you're gonna have to deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's like foodies out there that I don't even know, and then they hate me for some reason.
Because you're a threat, right?
You know what I say to that? That's not my pedo.
Yeah.
That's your pedo. Like I'm not gonna dwell over it. Like why am I gonna dwell for somebody that fucking hates me? Or like I said, like I've been in the game for so long. I know too much. Like I've gone through all these like like what do you want to call like OG foodies.
Yeah.
They've all had to go through the Hood Foodie, dog.
Yeah.
They all had to go through me.
Yeah.
So it's like I know, like it's like but yeah, like everything, I mean, there's sometimes situations where you get involved with people, and sometimes it just it might start off as a positive vibe, but then it just turns into this negative vibe, and it's like I don't stick with bad energy.
You don't feed into it. You just kind of nip it in the bud. Nip it in the
I
bud.
just cut it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had to cut family members because they brought up negative energy.
Yeah.
Like that's how crazy it is.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so funny, yeah, it's just, yeah, the most bad energy, like some of the worst energy comes through, obviously your own familia.
I know you're not one to like put, what do they say? Air out dirty laundry.
put people on blast.
And, okay, yeah, I think that's what the young kid. That's what the young kids are saying nowadays, right? But have you had like a crazy ass fucking experience with somebody that you just went like, you know what, sabes que nah, and you're willing to talk about it?
I mean, I still have beefs, bro. Like I
Oh,
don't. I mean, but do I even worry about them? I mean, yeah, there's still people trying to trying to do all kinds of shit to me.
Yeah.
You know, hack me. I mean, it's funny. You know, they troll me.
Creating fake accounts and shit like that.
Oh yeah. Like, and it's funny because they think I don't know who they are. The other day I got one where somebody reached out to me and like, oh yeah, how much do you charge for promo video? And then 2 months later, I mean, this is how dumb the dude is.
Yeah.
His business page gets created. So then I'm like, oh, this is the dude, the person.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, you know what? Yeah, I mean, there's people that hate the Hood Foodie for whatever reason it is. That people that have never, never met me. But like I said, when it comes to energy, like, for what? Just cut it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like, it just, and that's when it comes, that's when it comes to play when I tell you guys, just cut off all the outside noise and just concentrate on you and the cause.
Stay focused.
Just stay focused.
There's a lot of noise, man. Sometimes like it's funny because I mean I don't make light of the situation, but I do see people like, fighting or arguing on certain, things and whatever dilemmas, topics. And there's times when I'm like, I go, hey man, I want a fake beef too, and I say that just, jokingly and I'm messing around, but I really don't, because I'm the same way, man. If I'm not vibing, and why am I gonna waste all my energy on that? I'm just gonna let go, or the lejitos, I like doing that, the lejitos, like I still cordial with you, but I don't gotta go over there and have dinner with you or have drinks with you. That's kind of how I do things.
Oh no, you screwed me over once, bro. That's it. Like,
Vámonos.
I'm done. Like, like later. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm still in your circle a little bit. Even if I'm outside of the circle, but I'm still there, kind of like with my hand on it like this. No, man, but I think what you've been doing, man, is crazy. It doesn't seem like you're ever gonna stop or even slow down. Like you just keep going like this, Like
bro,
if you're on
myself,
if you're on a graph, you're like this the whole time.
It's like no, yeah, and it's so funny because actually like a big brand hit me up, and they try to go around me, right? They try to go around me like through somebody else for me to do like a special appearance or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I had already told them my rate.
Yeah.
And I was still hooking them up.
Yeah.
Right. But then they try to go through somebody that I knew. And then, so I was like, all right. So he wants me to give him the regular rate. So then, when he hit me up on email, like, oh, so this is what we want, blah, blah, blah. Well, then I gave him my original rates, because now at that point I was like, I gotta value myself too. Like, like I'm not the same worth when you've met me and we had the meeting the first time.
Yeah.
To now, like my value went up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
My shit's like in stocks. Like
the early bird special was out already. It's the afternoon now, son. Well, and you know what? And I think that's important too. Is that like you understanding your value, knowing your value, and not putting those limitations. Where you're gonna. This is what I'm worth. Knowing your worth. And I think a lot of people out there need to understand that too. And I get it. Some people can't afford it. Then maybe it's not the right time for you, right? But there will be a time for you to, go ahead and utilize the services of the Hood Foodie. But
no, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I still do like I said, my program as far as like me giving back to the community, which I told you, like, I have a waiting list from about 6 to 8 weeks just to get to you.
Oh shit.
And that's depending on my workload.
Yeah.
So, but no, yeah, like I still like, like if people reach out and they're like, hey, you know what, I want you to try my food, like I want to meet you, like, I put them down on a list.
Yeah.
I put them down on the list, and I go out there and like, like I said, it doesn't take much for me to just show up and take a picture and post them.
Yeah.
And from that, it's like I honestly don't know what I'm doing, because I mean, yeah, people are like, oh my God, like the Hood, the Hood Foodie is kind of like you're saying, like this, he's saving and this and that. that's what I was remembering. Okay, so as far as like like like
Full
superhero,
circle. Yeah.
superhero, the reason what I was gonna say, it's like it's funny because I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm one of the chosen ones.
Ooh.
And sometimes I honestly feel like I get visions and I feel things.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, bro, but it feels like I'm building Noah's Ark. And I'm just telling everybody, like, everybody get in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm feeling.
Sink or swim.
So I don't know if that's necessarily like a superhero, but
I mean, so a lot of people see it like that. Yeah, it's a superhero. Like you're just taking care of like the community without any reward. I mean, obviously, there's the reward is knowing that you're helping out. You're helping out that community.
perfect example, bro. I've learned that the more that I give without expecting anything, regardless whether I like it or not, Diosito will take care of me 10 times more.
Yeah.
And I've noticed, and I deal with a lot of mom and pop shops, and a lot of them, a lot of them want to give me the free food.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, okay, compromiso, like, I'm putting you out there, and like they just, some of them, like, like in the Latino community, bro, like you can't tell the abuelita no.
Yeah.
If she's offering you some tacos, bro, you better eat those, and you better eat everything on the plate.
Oh yeah.
So, but, like in this case, like, I don't know if they, the tacos that we just had today.
Oh yeah.
Like, I didn't know if they knew me, whatnot. I didn't really care. Like, I wanted to invite you, like, but for me, like, I could have easily been like, oh yeah, like, oh, like, yeah, I did kind of throw out like, oh yeah, like, I don't know. We said something. Oh no! When I was trying to promote you. Like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna
this guy's gonna interview me. Like, hint.
Yeah.
But like I could have like like, oh yeah, like try to like, if I was trying to be envious and all that, I would have fucking like try to like, oh yeah, like let me get the free food. But nah, bro, like what it is, it's like it just like what I said, like you just do what feels right.
Yeah.
So at that moment, like I wanted to pay, I wanted to take care of you, I wanted to pay the this and that, because whether I want it or not, like Diosito will take care of me 10 times more.
Yeah. I believe that too. I believe that too. And again, gracias, thank you, because yo te invité a ti a los tacos, and then somehow you ended up paying. But
porque se puede,
porque se puede,
porque se puede.
Salud, drink to that. No, pero gracias again. It's very, I should say, refreshing to know that there's still people like that, that look to, that have those kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Those values. There's not a lot of people out there that are still doing that. I've told you a few times. I don't know if you remember now. Remember I told you, like, there's people that do good and then become famous for doing good, right? Servicing the community, helping out. And then there's people that help out and do good so that they can become famous. And those people, you could smoke them out real quick, man. And I'm glad that I'm looking at one person that is not like that, is honestly doing good, and he just is fortunate enough to become famous. You're a celebrity, my brother. You are. This is the first time I interview a celebrity. He's blushing.
It's a trip. I mean, like I said, it's a trip. Sometimes it's still difficult to to accept, because I don't know, maybe because of my harsh upbringing or my childhood that I can't remember. But I honestly, I do hear it more and more. Like even my siblings, my wife at work, like like medals are like, oh, like she'll like put a laptop and my face is there and like, oh, the Hood Foodie, like, and then my wife's like, what like it's like, it's like
again, surreal, right? A little surreal, huh? Damn, dude. No, hey, thank you very much for coming on. I love what you're doing. I get a kick out. I get inspired. I'm one of those guys that gets inspired by you. So many times that I go like, I think I'm gonna stop doing this, but then I go, wow, I'm still having fun. I'm still doing it. You know why I get discouraged sometimes when I see, like, I try not to look at those views and all that shit, but then I see those views that kind of drop. I think there's a little bit more to that with YouTube. Like, they call it like shadow ban. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about, because I think I might be shadow banned, but I'm not sure. It could be that the Talking Again podcast train has gone to a halt. But I'm still doing this because, again, the reason that I enjoy doing it, it's fun. I love doing it, and that's why I'm gonna keep doing it.
And I said, if it feels right, why not? I mean, it's just, like, If it brings you life, why not?
Yeah. Selfishly, I'm doing it for myself.
No, well, hey, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because trust me, it was difficult for me to understand that. First, I gotta take care of myself if I want to take care of anybody else.
That's important. Yeah.
That's it. It's key.
Mm-hmm.
Because for example, like me with the diabetes, like if I didn't put my foot down and like say like I'm gonna do keto for so long and then check my sugars, where I could have still been eating the same and shortened my life.
Yeah.
Where if I try to take care of myself, I can probably do it for longer.
Yeah.
So at that point, is it being selfish? But at the same time, like first you gotta love yourself before you love anybody else. Yeah. And that goes with every it sinks to everything.
Yeah. And it's I think difficult when there's so many people that care so much more about making sure that other people are doing well before themselves, So it is hard to put yourself in front of others, and I guess it's just one of those learning curves, and we'll have to adapt, and we'll get it going someday.
Baby steps.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, again, thanks. We talked about the A18 pop-up September 4th. I'm gonna try to be there, dude. In Van Nuys, it's a bit of a drive, but you made the drive here. I can make the drive to Van Nuys.
No, I'm telling you, the location, man. We saw it over the
100
weekend.
vendors.
It's gonna be actually the location where we're at. They cater to movie sets and actually movie industry. Period.
Okay.
So like the outside parking lot, we can fit like about 50 vendors. The inside is insane. It kind of looks like the Batman cave kind of thing, like with the lights and everything.
Oh, shit.
Like it's deep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're thinking of like putting like 10 by 10s, like on the outskirts, tables in the middle. No, it's gonna be insane, bro. Yeah. It's gonna be insane.
That's dope. I can't wait. But you guys heard it. The list goes on and on. I mean, he's booked till November. The takeover really is taking over the world. The world, you guys.
Well, what it is that we're trying to show love to the world. That's what it is.
Yeah, show love to the world.
Changing the foodie world one bite at a time.
Oh, shit. There you go. All right, you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you guys check out everything the Hood Foodie. I think it's the Hood Foodie everything, right?
Yeah, every social media platform is gonna be the Hood Foodie.
Yeah, and then check out the merchandise that's coming out soon, you guys. Epic stuff. I can't wait to get myself a trucker hat because you guys know how I love hats. So, the Hood Foodie, is it the Hood Foodie _merch?
That's what it is. The Hood Foodie _ merch.
All right, and if not, you guys go to his website. All the stuff will be down in the show notes down below. So. Again, thanks again for tuning in. Thank you for coming out here. Until we do it again next time.
Next time, baby.
Adios, you guys.
Yeah. Hosted by Fidel. Tell it like it is, only tell it real. Live every Tuesday, you know the deal. We talking again. You now tuned in to the tap in.